YouTube was good. Vinny Matthews here with the vibrations. Coming here to serve you. I don't know how to grieve. You know, I just don't. And throughout my research and then the millions of people who's been reaching out to me, been telling me like, yo, there's really no proper way to grieve. And I'm like, fantastic. Because I don't know if I'm doing this right, man. And I say this because this is the first death experience that I've encountered in my life. And don't get me wrong, I've experienced like friends and peers passing away, but not at somebody that was like a very close family member. Rest in peace to my grandmother. She passed away about 3 years ago. We weren't the closest, but you know, I love my dear grandmother. You know, I seen her every year. You know, I'm not gonna say we was the closest. We could have definitely been more closer, but like I said, me and my brother, like this. So in my family, between my mother and my father, who are still together, God bless them. There are 6 of us, and out of all my siblings, my brother was the most closest one to me. Now, first off, I want to say I appreciate everybody who's been reaching out to me. Some of y'all have been hitting me up on Instagram. My Instagram is @VinnyMatthews. Some of you guys have been sending me messages or leaving comments on my last video, and I appreciate every one of you, man. I feel like in this community that I have with you guys, we all are family. And for a while now, I just didn't want to upload a video because I was processing my feelings. I was processing my thoughts. And I was basically just observing how I was feeling, you know? I was being the watcher to me. And not that it was exciting, but you guys know me, man. I love myself. And I try to do nothing but to learn more about myself. Which is why I came to this video, because I was saying to myself, I was like, yo, man, it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. And you guys know I've been trying to grow this channel. And I've been being more consistent when it comes to my videos. I've been, you know, just interacting with you guys as well, you know, with the comments. I've been doing what I can do, trying to come up with new content and just understand the direction that I wanted to go with this channel. But I allowed myself to just go through what I was going through. As much as I love you guys, as much as I love this channel, as much as I love doing something for me, I knew that I was experiencing something for the first time. Something that I would have never expected to happen in this current time in my life. So I was just like, you know what, Vinny, you need some time to yourself. And it's literally been almost a month since his passing. His funeral is in 2 days. Thursday. It just took so long because of the whole, you know, the Rona situations. I'm not gonna say the word, but you guys know this is 2020. We're in the Rona situation, and I let myself feel, man. And like the first day or two, man, I cried all day, all night, man. Like I was like, man, I haven't cried in a long time, and I don't mind crying, man. I'm a grown man, and I'm in tune to myself. And if I feel like I have to cry, I'm gonna cry, and you know. There were other days where I would just feel fine, like totally fine. And then as soon as I thought of them, what you guys need to understand, I was actually going to make a video about this, which I did, but I was going to make another video as a follow-up, you know. And because I wanted to keep up with the algorithm. I wanted to keep up with my views. I wanted to keep up with my subscriber counts because my channel is growing. And I see that now, and I'm like, oh man, it's because I've been putting in the work. But it got to a point, I'm like, yo, Vinny, you're gonna run yourself mad. And me knowing what I know now, I know that in any given situation, I have a tendency to basically attend to external forces to, I guess, compensate how I feel. So I won't feel that way, whether that's me working a lot, whether that's me studying a lot, whether that's me going to the gym a lot, or whether that's me like drinking alcohol or smoking marijuana. I know that sometimes I just keep going. I keep going. I keep going because it's like I don't want to feel that. But man, I felt this no matter what I did, man. And I did all the things I just said that sometimes I do. I did. And don't get me wrong, I'm still doing them till I'm right now. But one thing that I did miss was connecting with you guys, because this is something that I want to do. And while I was grieving, I was the most, I'm not even going to say scariest part, or the most not even unreal, but it's not usual. I was actually okay with it. My brother's passing. No, I don't like it. No, I don't agree with it. No, I still wish things were the way how they are. But something in me was just like, yo, Vinny, you're good. If you guys don't know, I started my spiritual journey last summer. Spiritual journey, my breakthrough, my third eye opening. It all started last year, and I made a couple of videos about that before. So, and throughout my videos, I have been going back and forth, whether it's talking about dreadlocks, or that's whether I was talking about my personal life. I've been experiencing something, and with this breakthrough or this eye opening, I started understanding things for the way they are. I started understanding who I am, my inner core. I started understanding, your ego. I understand your identity. I understand about manifestation. I started practicing meditation. I started getting deep within. I started understanding stillness. And the more that I was able to understand myself, the more everything outside of me started to make more sense. It was very clear now. Me understanding that I am the observer of my mind. My thoughts aren't me. And understanding like, whatever, mood or emotion that I'm feeling, that's not me as well. I know who I am outside of all that, man. I'm the chosen one. I am love. I am light. I am connected with everybody else. We're all connected. And my brother is the one who guided me into this direction of enlightenment. And when I think about it now, it's just like, because I've always questioned my purpose, and and then I see other people's purposes, and then those are the type of connections that I like to talk about. Being your higher self, being the best version of how you can be. Those things gets me going. And my brother basically taught me everything that he knew, and I feel like when I think about it too, like he felt like that was his purpose too, and it was amazing to me because I'm like, bro, my brother's 2 years younger than me, and I'm like, you already know your purpose. Like I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm still over here with it, over there with it, and I'm just like, this guy had all the answers, and he always told me like, yo, Vin, if you want the answers, man, he's like, I got all the answers, but you gotta get the answers for yourself. It wasn't something that he could just pass on to me. So that's when I embarked my spiritual journey. And knowing what I know about death, me and him used to speak about death all the time. And I'll speak about death in a different video, because it's still a touchy subject for me even right now. But what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is I am genuinely okay with my brother's passing. And that's because he prepared me to this point. There are a couple of thoughts that I do have, like, all right, you served your purpose, because like I said, just the way how he was living his life through example, and the way that he spoke to people, and the way that he connected with other people, you felt God within him. You felt enlightenment within him. You felt a man who was so confident but so humble within himself. All he wanted to do was to help others. Like I felt that from my little brother all the time, man. And it's just crazy because he's like, yo, that's my little brother. Like he's supposed to be coming to me advice, but man, this man had the answers. And I look at myself, I'm like, yo, man, did he serve his purpose? Yes, my little brother served his purpose because, like I said, because I'm affected by his word.